As we mark the 35th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act, this morning we are getting a look at navigating Chicago with a disability. The man featured in the video that we're about to show you is Army veteran R.J. Anderson. He was paralyzed in 2012 while riding a motorcycle on base. And he joins us this morning along with Josue Cordova, the Paralyzed Veterans of America National Vice President. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for coming in, and thank you both for your service as well.
Thank you, Natalie, for having us.
Sure thing. I want to start with this. 1 in 3 disabled people have missed important events or even appointments due to accessibility barriers. So, Josue, we'll start with you. What types of legislation do you think needs to happen to move the Americans with Disabilities Act forward?
Well, I think the big thing is enforcing and compliance. I think that's really a big issue. Right now, you see across the country where people will make the minimum adjustments, but really there's so much more that needs to be done. And without enforcing it and complying, it feels like a never winning battle. You're just constantly struggling with that.
Yeah, and RJ, that really exemplified what Josue just said with this campaign. There's video of you trying to navigate Chicago. Tell me about some of the biggest barriers that you face every day that you feel like could easily be fixed.
Well, I've leaving my place, walking down the street, pushing down the street, or the sidewalks are quite uneven sometimes, which causes you have to get out into the street and cross the street due to one arm being sore, or just curb cuts, not having curb cuts that you need just to get across the street, and inaccessible restaurants or inaccessible gas stations. All those things are a little frustrating at times when you're out in the community.
And even at the winter time, you see these sidewalks even the street corners are not plowed, and that has to be so frustrating and difficult. I cannot even imagine. Tell me, RJ, the emotional toll that it takes on veterans with disabilities, everybody with disabilities, when they have trouble navigating.
Yeah, it's a little demeaning,
Sure.
You want to be able to feel like everyone else in the community. You want to just be able to go out and handle your business, and it's quite frustrating. It said PVA survey last year had a survey that said 1 of 3 veterans or individuals with mobility issues had to cancel appointments due to inaccessibility. So, this is a subject we all need to talk about, so that everyone in the community can feel like they're able to go about and handle their business.
Yeah.
And within the last 6 months alone, we've had over 80% of our membership struggle with making those appointments or even getting into buildings because of lack of accessibility. So it's an ongoing daily problem that we have.
And Josue, we all want to help. We want to do what we can. So how can we do that? I understand that there's a petition that you guys have.
Yeah, so we have a petition. If you go to our website, pva.org/barriers still exist for everyone. If you go on there, you can see RJ starring in our PSA, but also you can actually go on there, sign the petition, sign it, and help us that when we go to Congress and we go and let them know we need enforcement in our accessibility. We need enforcement for the ADA for everyone.
Thank you, gentlemen, so much for everything you're doing. And again, I hope that people check that out and really help out, because I feel like that's the smallest thing that we can do and the easiest, sure. And we put more information about the work being done right now by the Paralyzed Veterans of America on our website. You can find it very easily under links you've seen on TV. Mike?